All right, it's January,
Nope.
February 5th.
Yes.
I actually was like, he's about to get it.
Right. Nailed it.
He was about to nail that.
Rundown presented by Phillips Norelco. Phillips Norelco was with us for the unbelievable week down Miami for the big game. The Phillips Norelco. You can say Super Bowl now. That's over.
Yeah, just say it.
They don't want us to, so we won't. But Barstool will say it. Phillips Norelco One Blade was keeping us looking good all week long. It's the only tool that lets you trim, edge, and share any length of hair in a single shave in a single pass. Head to phillips.com/Norelco Barstool to save $5 off the One Blade with code Barstool. That's phillips.com/Norelco Barstool. Phillips Norelco, they are rising along the rung of brands you have to support if you're Stewie. They're great to us. All right, I was hoping Carabas would be here. I don't know where he is. Mookie Betts trade. Disgusting as a Red Sox fan.
Was this just for cash?
So, what essentially happened? They offered him the 10 years for $350. He came back 12 for $450. So they're kind of saying that. But
$450?
Yeah. So they're saying some people who are defending, I guess, the Red Sox be like, well, he didn't want to be there. He came out to say today, said he did. Listen, I've never liked our ownership group, but Mookie Betts is clearly top 3, top 5 players in baseball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're the Red Sox.
And he's 26.
You're not some
26
small market team. You grew him. It's just, what are we, the fucking Marlins? I don't get this deal at all, except it's always been about the money for the Red Sox ownership. They're the ones who put fucking Jimmy.
It's a luxury tax.
Yeah.
They don't want to pay more. I mean, I'm about to go through the same thing with Chris Bryant. Like, they don't want to pay because it keeps going up. I think every single year you're in the penalty. That's it. They don't want to pay that.
Fine if you're a small market team, but when you're making so much money,
right,
and you nickel and dime your fans for everything, you have to do it. Listen, and I was going to bring it up. When the Red Sox won the first World Series, they'd won since 1918, and they had Jimmy Fallon on the field filming a scene
fever
for
pitch.
That fever pitch.
Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, everything about the ownership. Now they've won, so that certainly eases what they do, but they're carpetbaggers. They always have been. They're here not because they love the Red Sox. They're here because they love money, and it's disgusting. You can't raise prices and charge $50 for a beer, and when you have a homegrown superstar, trade him.
So what did you get out of the deal? I don't understand
prospects.
That's it? What
how
do you
many,
got, Brandon?
How many ownership groups, how many owners are in it for the love of the team and not the love of money?
No, well, I think it's a combo. So if you look at the Patriots,
zero's the answer, right?
No, I don't agree with that.
I feel like zero's the answer.
I feel like
ask your question again.
How many ownership groups are in it for the love of the team and not the love of money?
No, I think there are some.
I think there's got Bob
Mark Cuban.
Yeah, Mark Cuban. Bob Kraft grew up going to Patriot games. He's a Patriot. That matters if you're from the area.
I'm trying to think of who else. What other owners?
I'm not a Red Sox fan.
Oh, I think you take the Chiefs, the Hunts.
The Hunts. Okay.
Yeah, but
they grew up into it though. They grew up into it, right?
Right.
So,
Steinbrenner's
I'm not
obviously.
a Sox fan, but
Yeah,
I don't see the huge deal if I'm a Sox fan here because aren't analytics telling us that these $350 million and $400 million contracts are albatrosses for any team? I know the Red Sox have more money.
No, well, no, not because
it's not about one guy in the sport.
Yeah, I agree with that. But when the way baseball is set up, I don't care how much my billionaire owners who have unlimited money spend. I don't care if they make $10 billion or $8 billion.
They care because of the luxury tax and how it keeps going up.
But yeah, totally.
That's what it comes down to.
Right. But and I guess return. But again, it's John Henry. God knows what he bought the Red Sox for. But I guarantee you, he has made 100x return on whatever he bought it for. So if you are missing $100 million versus the $50 billion you're gonna make, I don't fucking care.
But they're still going
Jerry Jones.
They're still going to run it like a business.
Yes.
They're still going
Jones
to run
loves
it with,
money, but he loves
with
his
numbers
team.
that we don't want to go over.
But
they're always going to do that.
Fine, but then all right, fine. But then you can't nickel and dime the fans. With the Red Sox have, I believe, the highest tickets in Major League Baseball.
Okay.
They charge the most for beers in
only
Major League
35,000
Baseball.
get in that building.
Well, they've renovated. They do everything the right areas.
What did you guys get in the trade?
You don't talk. You don't have a microphone.
There's the mic right there. Where's Tommy?
Where's Tommy?
What the fuck? Where is everybody?
I'm right here, Dave.
I was recording
Tommy is
section
fucking
10.
I
nuts.
came from Mississippi to be here.
Alex Verdugo and a pitching prospect that has a 101-mile-an-hour sinker.
That's decent.
That wasn't
Pretty good.
impressive.
So are you okay with this deal?
Yeah, it was necessary. I mean, like, I'm not happy about losing Mookie Betts, but the trade was necessary, yes.
Wasn't it just for money?
No. So, like, the David Price thing was money. Like, they had to get under the luxury tax. They are now. Mookie Betts, like, they've been trying to re-sign or sign him to an extension for, like, 3 years. And he wants to be a free agent. He wants to make the most money, which I don't blame him for. He's earned that right. The Red Sox obviously had a valuation, and Mookie Betts had one of himself. They were pretty far apart, so they knew that they were going to lose him to free agency. And what the Red Sox got in this trade is more valuable than what they would have gotten in terms of like a compensation draft pick. So they had to do it. I mean, like,
Why not just pay him the most, though, what he wants?
Because I think you don't want to be in a position where you're bidding against yourself. Like, if right now Mookie Betts can only negotiate with the Red Sox or before the trade, and he wanted $420 million over 12 years, which if you pay him for the next 12 years, that is through his age 39 season, you're going to be paying him $35 million a year. But if you trade him, get something for him, and then you let him go to free agency, then he's going to have a market which is not going to be huge. Like, there's only so many teams that can afford Mookie Betts and actually have the need for Mookie Betts. So once he sees other teams' offers, it's going to be less than 12 years, 420. So you can get him for less.
Do you
you
think
think
there's no way he's coming back to Boston?
I think that there's a chance.
No
Whoa.
way. I
Yes,
said
there
that
is.
about
Yes,
Lester.
there is.
There's no
Because
fucking way.
no, see, the difference between Lester is that, like, they made him an insulting offer, and it was bitter.
Theo
and it
also
was
made a sick DVD for Lester.
true.
Sick.
Yeah. And like there was like
was.
something there. It
He's
was like
staying in
come-
LA. There's no way Mookie went to LA.
There's a very good chance.
And they
of
don't
that.
think they're going to
There's
resign
a very
him.
good chance he stays with the
100%
Dodgers.
staying there.
There is a 25% chance that the Red
No
Sox. Yes, there is.
way.
Yes, there is. Yes,
No.
there is.
No
and if I
way.
say a 25% chance, that's obviously saying it's not likely, but it's a lot more
A
likely.
25% chance, like, is not crazy.
That's a
No,
better
it's not.
chance than re-signing him while he was under contract.
My point
So you're
is
saying that trading him actually increased the
Yes.
chances of re-signing him?
Yes.
Don't you think it makes more sense for them to make an accompanying move and to go out to get an outfielder who's like 80% of him for like 50%
no
of the
one
money?
is that player doesn't exist.
So let me ask you this, Jared, and you may not have
Jeff
this.
Francoeur.
How much did Dr. Creepy, and I'm bringing that back,
Yeah.
buy the Red Sox for? Do you know?
I don't remember. It was like I don't know. Yeah.
700 million?
Yeah.
And what is there? 700
worth, like,
million?
$2
700
billion
million.
now.
They're probably worth like $3 billion now.
Yeah.
All right, that's my fucking point. They're
Yeah.
700 million. They're worth 3.2
Yeah.
billion now.
So-
So fucking pay the guy his money.
Right. So it's not about the total dollars. It's about the years.
Who cares though? So if you're
No,
stuck,
it's about the
You're-
luxury tax.
No, it's not.
But if you're
Yes, it
stuck
is.
with
No,
this
it's not.
guy, if you're stuck
do you
with this
mean?
guy who you're paying too much at the end, who cares?
Wait, what
Get
do you
other
mean it's not
guys.
about the luxury tax?
It's not about the you could have gotten under the luxury tax and kept Mookie Betts at the same time.
My
How?
point.
David Price.
No one would have
Jackie
traded
Bradley.
for that contract. The Cubs are in the same
They just
situation.
did.
If the Cubs
But then
trade
the
Chris
price-
Bryant, Jason Hayward will be with him.
They just took Price so they could get Betts, right?
Yeah,
I mean, no,
correct.
I mean,
there's-
That's the luxury tax.
No,
That's
no,
a
no, no.
move to get out of the luxury tax.
No, it's not. Because the
The
Angels.
Dodgers wouldn't have got Price on his own.
Correct.
No,
No
no,
one
but
would
the
have traded
Angels
for that
would've.
contract on their own.
There
My
are teams
point
that would
is
have
this.
traded. If the Red Sox ate the same amount of money that they did for him to go to the Dodgers, there are other teams that would have taken Price, and you could have non-tendered Jackie Bradley. You're under the luxury
My
tax.
point
You didn't
is
have
this.
to trade Mookie.
My point is this: the Red Sox, what we just said, 700 million to 3.2 billion, pretty good return on investment.
Sure.
They print money. They have the most expensive seats, the most expensive beers, the merch. They are one of the most popular, lucrative teams in sports.
Yeah.
When you have a homegrown MVP and you have to overpay him, you fucking overpay him. And
Yeah.
if you get stuck with a bill that stinks, then fine. That's the price of owning the Boston Red Sox.
Sure. I mean, I'm not. So that's the thing is 420 over 12 years is 35 million a year. I'm willing to give him 10 years, 350, but I'm not paying him until he's 39 at 35 million a year. That's just irresponsible. Like from a baseball standpoint.
But
like you're not going to cripple yourself down the
it-
line
so how
to
long-
get
how-
him for his
all right,
prime
so
years.
for 12 years he wanted?
Yes.
So if
I'd
you
do
have,
10, 350.
if you yeah, but it's fine. If you have 8 good years on a 12-year contract, that's still a pretty good contract.
Right, you pay for the start. I mean, Lester's not Like we're
Yeah, less
the Cubs
series.
still
I mean,
paying
that's
less
just
series.
what it is. And,
Yeah.
and it's not small market team. That's my problem. You have a homegrown guy who the fans love, the face of your franchise,
Right.
who said today he still loves Boston. Yeah,
But like
that's
there's-
the Red Sox.
There's
Let them do
no
it.
there's no salary cap in baseball, obviously, but there is like a soft cap where you run into problems like they have right now.
But it's
the
not a
luxury
problem
tax
when you've gone
penalties
from
are
700 million
Yeah,
to
the problem is
3.2
just
billion.
you have to, like, you rich owner have to pay it.
Right.
but it's more than that. Like once
Actually,
you
do lose picks, right?
yes, your draft
You do.
picks drop.
Yeah.
Like if you go over the luxury tax for X amount of years consecutively, then you get taxed on. So like right now, if they went over this year, they'd have to pay the $220 million that is their payroll plus $100 million in penalties plus your draft picks drop. So like that sucks.
They
Like, the
always-
money, like you can write a check for $100 million.
Go
when
get back the one-eyed bandit. He's gonna fucking, charge handicap people an extra $3,000 to sit. He's gonna wiggle his way to get the money.
Yeah.
That guy. That team.
He's
there,
out of the picture. They
I
kind
know
of put
he's
him out
of
to
the
pasture.
picture. I know.
That
Let's
was so.
go.
That
Red
was
Sox.
No, that was Warner. That
I
did
know.
that.
No. Lucchini chipped in at the end with the last "Let's Go Red Sox," so nobody was saying
but
it.
Warner,
Let's go Red Sox! Let's go Red Sox! Let's go Red Sox! Go Red Sox!
Warner was like the cringiest part of that.
I'd like to start a chant.
And I would just like to start a cheer. Let's go Red Sox!
Let's go Red Sox. Let's go Red Sox.
And I'm looking at go Red Sox. It is what it is. It's not like it's not the best case scenario, but I mean you get a chance to reset, and they're probably gonna suck in 2020, but they do put themselves in a position.
They're gonna suck.
for-
And they're gonna.
This is not going to be this elongated period of sucking. I guarantee you that.
No,
They might suck in 2020.
You better not with the way that they're the fucking payroll, the Red Sox,
Right.
the beer prices, the ticket prices.
Yeah, like
Last
they're
question.
gonna punt on 2020 to go back to having this window of dominance.
Will you
after
write
that.
the same exact blog when the Cubs trade Chris Bryant under the exact same circumstances?
Chris Bryant wishes he was as good as Mookie Betts.
But I'm saying they're going to trade a MVP in his prime
But-
so that they can get on their luxury tax and they can't pay everyone. The lesson here is don't draft well. Never
Yeah.
draft well. Then you got to pay everyone.
That's true.
That's really the problem.
It
Or
is the
trade them
problem.
early when they're prospects.
Yeah.
Yeah, or continue
But
to
will
draft
you
well.
do the same thing? Okay, great.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
if you
I'm
give
not,
me the
I'm
same
not on
spin
some
zone-
like crusade. I mean, I'm really just been on like a tour of informing people that don't understand like what happened. Like it's very simple. Like once you like lay it all out.
I
like,
do
what
always
happened.
forget about the draft picks when it comes to the luxury tax. That does matter a
it
little.
fucks you big time.
All right. Moving on. Valentine's Day is around the corner. 1-800-Flowers.com. 1-800-Flowers has some of the freshest and top quality roses for prices you won't believe. Right now, when you order early, you'll get 18 red roses for $29.99, or you can upgrade to 24 red roses for $10 more. Roses from 1-800-Flowers are picked at their peak and shipped overnight to ensure freshness. So just so you pick delivery date and let 1-800-Flowers handle the rest. Bouquet prices will be going up soon, so take advantage today. To order red roses for $24.99 or upgrade to 24 red roses for just $10 more, go to 1-800-Flowers.com, click the radio icon, and enter code RUNDOWN. That's 1-800-Flowers.com, code RUNDOWN. I didn't watch the State of the Union. I was watching basketball. I did see the clip of Pelosi ripping up Trump's speech, also the handshake thing. All right, people are going to say I'm political. I'm not. I think that's bullshit, ripping it up. I think you're just going to sit there and eat it.
I think it is too. There will come a time where somebody else is sitting back there.
You don't like the
And they
person.
will disagree too. You don't rip it up.
Yeah,
you don't
I
rip up
agree.
the fucking speech.
I agree. Bad look. I didn't like the rip up.
I don't even care.
It's like
I was watching Auburn, Arkansas.
I was watching.
I was too.
I'm watching games.
You
I
got
don't
lucky.
even. I'm
I
just.
I got
on the
very
right
lucky.
side.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
just
what
watching. I didn't do the picks because I had a like pizza tour thing that I had to do. But I am 11-2.
That's crazy.
Yes.
It's insane.
Why did you sit out today's picks?
I just run around. I didn't have time to look
All right,
at it.
all right.
I will say, by the way, people are chirping me, being like, "You're picking big money line hockey favorites. Who cares if I lose?
Winner's
I
a
lose.
winner.
Yeah, if I lose 2.5 units if they lose. Oh, those people are idiots. But yeah, no, back to it's just a bad look. At some level, it's all wrong. Like they disagree so much. Your boycotts, like you're making things 1,000 times fucking worse.
Yeah.
Everyone takes their ball and goes into the other room. I didn't like it.
It's a two-party system. Everybody gets their turn, and when the other parties got their turn, you make it work. You make it harder to get your turn by doing shit like that.
I like all the people who are like, that was such a boss move. Then I saw some people saying that was technically a crime and she should go to jail.
Well, that's how it is.
Like, relax,
it's everything,
everyone.
It's everything.
Everyone relax.
I do like that she had to tear it in sections.
Yeah.
That it was a big stack,
looked
so
like
she had
thick
to.
paper.
It was nice paper.
I was gonna ask Kevin because I guess he broke the news that the Mets sale fell through.
Yeah.
So
How about Jeff Passan having to like quote him?
yeah.
It's awesome.
Hat in hand.
So
Yeah.
the Mets fans want this guy?
Yes, they want
Bad,
Cohen.
yeah, apparently.
Why?
Because they hate the Wilpons.
I don't know why.
Why
the
do
Mets
they hate
I
the
don't
Because they don't
understand
spend
it.
money.
Every team that loses, they hate the owner. I
I've sat. He doesn't. He just spends money. He's a great
No,
guy.
he doesn't spend money.
Yeah, he does.
He does not spend money.
Who's the guy they got?
They traded for him.
But they're gonna re-sign him.
Stroman.
Stroman. The Stroh Show. They
They
got
traded for
Thor, Stroh Show.
They're gonna pay him.
Who's the guy with the long hair?
Is there a Mets
That was
fan out here?
Syndergaard, right?
No, the other
They're
guy.
not going to pay any of them, right?
DeGrom. That staff is
Wilpons
unbelievable.
don't pay anyone. I'm helping Kevin out, but I'm not doing a
I
good job.
have
doing a great
sat
job at
with
all.
Jeff Wilpon and watched him literally die with the team. He's one of the best owners in the game. They were in the world. The Mets are the most delusional. The Mets act like they haven't been relevant in 100 years. They're in the World Series not too long ago. They make the playoffs. This guy, I sit with him. I watch him die. Nothing's ever. Kevin is that guy. Nothing's ever good enough for him. He is
Frankie. Oh, no, you're a Yankees
can I
fan.
just-
Never
can
mind.
I
Ask Frankie.
I-
What
Frankie's a
about Jeff
Yankees fan.
Wilpon? You give him a mic.
Can I just point something out?
Where's Tommy?
Can I point
Where's
something
Kevin?
out? You just a couple of minutes ago, you were railing on the Red Sox ownership, who just won a World Series a couple of years ago.
Yeah, well, Jeff Wilpon would not let Mookie Betts walk. What did you think of Jeff Wilpon?
He was a fantastic human being. I mean, he brought us in like it was his home. He gave us everything we needed. He sat with us, watched the game. He had all the other games on his iPad, making sure he was watching very intently. He was cared about it. He said he were trying to bring his team back.
The Red Sox, if I could trade ownership groups today, Wilpons for Dr. Creepy straight up, no questions asked, I make that trade.
They're just family men too.
I'm trying to call Kevin to get
We
the-
should be able to trade owners.
That would be
Like
awesome.
if 75% of the fan base agreed to it,
This is
we
not
should be able to
fair.
trade
This
owners.
isn't fair right now because I know the Wilpons. I've heard enough
It's just
from
Kevin.
everyone.
Kevin, the roof is always falling on Kevin's head. No matter what, you could
I feel bad
You
for
could
my
win
Mets
1,000
fans.
straight
Here.
World Series, you lose one
know.
game.
Clem,
Kevin
Clem,
and
Clem,
Frank the Tank are the same
You're live
people.
on the rundown. Dave is saying the Wilpons are the best humans alive. I can't remember your guys' argument. Can you just say it real quick?
They are the cheapest,
They're not cheap,
worst
Clem.
humans in the history of the world.
It's wrong.
No offense to
cheapest,
Michigan
worst
men who are great, but not Jeff Wilpon.
Ted Kaczynski, another great Michigan man. What else? What else?
What more do you want? You DeGrom, Syndergaard, the
They
Stroh
haven't
Show.
paid any of those guys.
I've never heard. They're all on the Mets.
Yeah, he's
Meet
basically
the
saying
Mets.
that like you guys
That-
traded for Stroman and you have all these pitchers, but you haven't paid any of them, right? You paid Syndergaard. Yeah.
You lose on the Phillies now because we just didn't want to pay a guy. You know, like
I don't know what he's
instead
saying.
of
Mr.
paying
Met
the
gives
rival.
one of these. They suspend them.
Wheeler.
It's like a kid's show.
And then we have guys like, Yoenis Cespedes and Wright get hurt. They get the insurance money paid, and then they
Oh,
just
Cespedes.
Wilpon.
Didn't they sign Cespedes?
They signed Cespedes.
I
They
mean,
signed
well, the
Cespedes.
Red Sox wouldn't pay Cespedes. We needed a bat. The Mets stepped up to the plate.
All right. Well,
It's
I'm gonna
Wilpon's
try to
fault
defend
somebody
you.
gets hurt.
Thank you, Clem.
This isn't
It's
going
not
well for
going
Mets.
well.
Where's Kevin?
I don't know where
Kevin
Kevin
just
is.
disappeared.
All
It also
Kevin
is like
does-
bad because it pretty much means that every time Kevin rants about the Mets, I don't listen because I should know the
All
argument.
Kevin does is complain. We know that. He's never happy about anything.
I'm pretty sure the Wilpons are cheap, very cheap.
Well, they weren't cheap when they were rolling out the red carpet for Frankie and
What was in the suite?
Sushi, pizza.
How many different types of rolls?
Sushi and pizza.
What was the burgers that they had?
Oh, yeah, they
Burgers.
brought up unlimited plates of Shake Shack.
Yeah, unlimited.
Unlimited
What
Shake
else?
Shack. Shake Shack's very
What
expensive.
you name it, Dan?
How many different types of beer?
Dan, there was a chef.
many different types?
Chef would cook up whatever you want. If you say we
How,
want
did the
Dover
dessert
Soul,
cart
he
come
was
it
an
ice
by,
cream?
or
on
did
it.
it,
Was
did
it
it
ice
guys
cream?
go in? Did it
Good
go
ice
in?
cream?
Did
What?
the dessert cart come in the suite or was it in the hallway?
In the suite.
Don't lie to me.
It was in the suite.
If they rolled it into the suite?
Yeah.
And you can pick
It was a
anything.
dessert cart. There was a dessert station.
If they rolled the dessert cart in the suite, they're not cheap.
Wait, the
They're not
suite had
cheap.
its own dessert station.
He lives in a house, basically.
Yeah, there's
Citi
a house
Field.
in the suite.
You walk
Like a
through a hidden
library
door,
and
and there's a
stuff.
library. There's a spiral staircase.
Has-
Rich mahogany wood books,
Seriously.
And the house has a dessert station.
stations.
In the house.
Oh yeah.
That's
All right, I
that's
like
a
the
baller
Wilpons.
ass move. Yeah.
I'm on their side.
This guy, if you said, I want Dover sole, he would have sent somebody out on a boat, caught it, filleted it, had it for you by the 7th inning.
Are you thinking about a dessert station in the house?
Yeah, I want to go to this place now. Fuck.
This Missouri coach, I'm not sure who he is.
Eli Drinkwitz from App State.
Okay, so he got a 3-star recruit. He's watching the press conference. Apparently, he didn't know that the kid was going to Missouri. I guess they don't tell you first. And he goes bananas.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Yes! What? Yes! 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 Give me! Yes! Yeah! What? What? What?
I would decommit if I was the recruit.
So
Yeah.
apparently the commit was down to Alabama and Missouri, which is a 3-star. And Alabama hasn't signed a 3-star in like 10 years. But this coach is very excited to get the guy. And the guy's got a
Understatement.
funny name too. I can't remember.
Understatement. That is exciting.
It
to
was
get.
just,
Tell
it goes all
understatement.
around the facility. And I just can't believe if I was watching this as a Missouri fan, I look at this guy in his face. You can just tell when a coach has it and when he doesn't just by looking at him.
he does
And
not.
that doesn't look like he's got it.
How many 5-stars did you guys get?
Us? Well, we got KJ Costello from Stanford, one of the best quarterbacks
That's not
in the
a
country.
5-star.
He's
The
coming in.
fact that kid Costello is still playing quarterback.
Insane. Yeah.
How long has he been there?
But he put up
30
big
years.
numbers at Stanford. Now he's going to play for Mike Leach and start
But
with and
who's-
change the game.
How many 5-stars did you get? Any?
We got 6 4-stars. No
I'm
5
not
stars
saying
this
like
time.
Wisconsin doesn't get 5
We got
stars.
6 4-stars this time. No 5 stars this time around. We have a couple on the roster. We've had a couple on the roster.
You just did a
I did. I did a roster check.
Good check right
I did a
there,
little roster
nice.
check. We've got a couple in the NFL that were 5 stars.
This reaction is just can't instill confidence being
No.
that excited over a 3-star. I mean,
No.
I get
But
you're
you
gonna
know
get
they put it out to the fan base to say this
Yeah.
is how passionate our coach is.
Yep.
And it just looked goofy as shit.
Yep. Really goofy.
All right, that's the rundown.
Hey, are the Wilpons cheap?
No, they're not.
Jared says yes.
They have a dessert station in their house in the suite.
Wilpon's wouldn't have let an MVP walk like that. I'll tell you that much. I know
When
them
was the last
personally.
time that the Mets were like involved on like a big time free agent that was a perfect
and they're in
fit?
New York.
They got Cespedes.
I mean, they extended Cespedes, but were
That
they in on
pitching staff.
But that's all
They
picks.
extended Jacob DeGrom, but like when's the last time
DeGrom.
that there's like a big?
What does that mean? Like the Red Sox
They-
could have extended
Yeah, for
Mookie
sure.
Betts.
But like
Like that-
Manny
that's what
Machado,
people
they
who-
should have been in on Manny Machado. They weren't.
But that's like people who don't like the Kevin. You're being Kevin. Like, oh, they extended DeGrom. Well, that counts.
Yeah, it counts, but it wasn't.
mean, that
like,
counts a
like,
lot.
Look at what the Mets gave Jacob DeGrom compared to what the Yankees just paid Garrett Cole. Would
Listen,
the
I'm
Mets,
not
would
saying
the
that-
Mets have paid Garrett Cole? Like, if this, let's just say hypothetically,
Well,
Jacob
the Mets
DeGrom,
aren't the Yankees.
I know, but like top tier talent, right? So Jacob DeGrom walks in free agency. He doesn't want an extension. You now need to replace Jacob DeGrom.
But he didn't walk.
This is a hypothetical question, Dave. Follow along here.
Wow.
Jacob DeGrom doesn't want an extension. He walks. He signs somewhere else. Do the Mets pay Garrett Cole what the Yankees paid Garrett Cole?
Yeah, they probably would.
No, they
But
wouldn't.
I know Jeff Wilpon. I know he doesn't let himself get caught with
Did
his
you
pants
see?
down.
Salt of the earth.
Did you see our conversation on radio yesterday? Would you, if you had the money, would you buy the Mets? Like if the Wilpons were like, "Hey, we want to."
No, see, my issue, I talked about this before, the hypothetical. Obviously, I have nowhere near, nobody does to buy a team. It's convoluted when you're a real hard, like, maybe hockey, but I'm not going to root against the Patriots. I'm not going to root against the Red Sox. I'm not going to root against the
I
Celtics.
mean, it would be a National League team. You'd only have to root
Sure.
against the Red Sox in the
no,
World
but
Series.
I don't know.
The odds of the Red Sox lining up against the Mets in the World
I
Series.
maybe would
it's
do it
happened once in
football.
100
I'd
years.
maybe do it football because I want to call the plays, but I wouldn't do it in other sports.
Got it. So it would be like more of like a like a business than a passion project.
Yeah, and I wouldn't buy a team for business. I'd buy it for like passion.
Just to walk around.
So
and
you
be
call
like,
plays.
own it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would 100% call plays.
That's why I bought Swansea.
That'd be like a great pickup line for me.
What?
What?
Be like my dad owns a sports team.
Oh, yeah.
sure.
Well, that would work.
Yeah, very well. It's a
Yeah.
powerful
He
line.
calls the plays.
Yeah.
Let Jared be the GM and see how quickly he burns the
that
place
would be
down.
if you were the owner and I was the GM of a baseball team. That'd
I
be
mean, you
terrific.
think I'm not gonna like make every decision?
He's
on
going
that?
to be the GM.
That's what I'm saying. Like you would be.
You could be.
You were the principal
I'd be
owner.
like Jerry Jones. I like Jerry Jones. You'd be like the whipping boy. Like
You'd be the
Stephen Jones.
eyeglass
decisions that went.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
bad decisions
Dave
like
would
that.
hand you
Jerry.
his eyeglasses.
Good decisions like I like
or
that
you
guy.
could just give me a job that like I don't really have to do anything. Like
Oh,
you could
you
be like,
don't hear, my man.
you could be like the.
What did you just do to yourself?
You could be like the, if I was like the assistant GM, then it's like you got the president of baseball operations, you get the GM, then you got the assistant GM. It's like, what does that guy actually
Yeah.
do? But I'm still the assistant GM of a sports team.
I can't believe
Just think about it.
the Red Sox were bought for only $700 million, and now they're $3.2
Yeah.
billion.
What was it, 2002?
That's called a little thing called inflation.
Inflation.
Fucking wild.
They
Money.
also fixed up Fenway quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They won't pay for Mookie. All right, it's a rundown.